Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Hi. So recently I decided to kind of step away from my niche of natural hair, and I wanted to test the waters to see if you all are really truly my people. So I put myself out there and I shared my luxury fragrance collection with you all. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll make sure I leave it in the cards. That being said, today I want to share some of my more recent fragrance purchases. But before we get into today's video, please make sure that you are subscribed and be sure to hit that notification bell so that way you are notified every single time I upload a video. And if you enjoy the video, I'd greatly appreciate if you gave me a thumbs up because it really does help my channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Now, yes, I do dabble in a bit of luxury fragrance, but I do still love me a steal and a deal. That being said, shout out to Dossier for partnering with me for this portion of today's video. Dossier is out here putting the girls like myself on. If you are newly fragrance obsessed like myself, there are a number of niche designer fragrances that you hear repeatedly in these YouTube streets, and I don't know about you, but I'm not spending $200 and $300 on one bottle of perfume. Like, I ain't got that. What I have been loving so much about my Dossier fragrances is I'm getting the luxury experience without the luxury price tag. As you can see in this cute little box, it says iconic scents, designer quality, and no markups. And let me tell you, I'm all for it. I can't speak for everybody, but if you don't live in a major metropolitan touristy type of area, you may or may not have access to actually sample these fragrances. I know in my area, I wasn't able to actually test Baccarat Rouge 540 or Le Labo Santal 33. It's just not available. But Dossier got me. FYI, Baccarat Rouge 540 and Santal 33 are both $300 fragrances. I ain't paying that. So when Dossier reached out to collaborate with me, I already knew exactly which fragrances I wanted to try. I have been trying out these fragrances for the last couple of weeks, and Baccarat Rouge who? Le Labo who? I don't know her. With every purchase from Dossier, you get these little note cards that include the notes. It includes what fragrance it's inspired by, as well as the concentration of the fragrance. Now, I done ran through mine, but you also get a little tester so that way you can sample the fragrance without even tampering with the full-size bottle. And if you try out the sample and it doesn't work for you, you can return the full size completely free of charge, no questions asked. Personally, I can't bring myself to spend $300 of my hard-earned American dollars on Baccarat Rouge or Santal 33, so I picked up some Dossier fragrances inspired by them. Instead of Baccarat Rouge 540, I picked up this ambery saffron fragrance from Dossier. I have been killing this offline. It's so fresh, but it's also sweet, but it's not childish. It's just so good. I'm not even going to front on y'all. I have never smelled Baccarat Rouge 540 in my Black American life, but I genuinely do not feel the urge to run out and try it because I have this ambery saffron from Dossier. The longevity is really good, but I will say that it doesn't project as much as I like. Even with overspraying, it's a really close, intimate scent. So it's something that I can smell on myself throughout the day, but in order for anyone else to smell it, they gotta be all up on me. Real grown and sexy. Yes, this is a fraction of the cost, but it looks, smells, and feels like luxury. That's glass, baby. I'll make sure I annotate all of the notes of the fragrance, but I love this and Baccarat Rouge who. I also picked up the Le Labo Santal 33 inspired fragrance from Dossier, and this one is called Woody Sandalwood. This one is also really fresh, but it definitely has that woodiness. Like when you first spray it, it gives Christmas tree, but as it dries down on the skin, it has a certain sweetness to it that I have also been killing offline. This Woody Sandalwood is not for anyone that wants to play games. This is a very mature, just strong, woody, musky scent and lasts for an eternity on my skin and especially on my clothes. And the projection is obscene. Do not overspray this because you don't need to. I am 100% an oversprayer, and I have found that with using this, I just don't have to overspray because the longevity and the projection is just ridiculous. I absolutely love this. So if you are interested in trying any of the luxury inspired fragrances I mentioned today or any other luxury inspired fragrances, make sure you click that link in the description box. And thanks again to Dossier for partnering with me on this portion of today's video. So I got my Baccarat Rouge and Santal 33 inspired fragrances because I'm not paying the $5. So the next fragrance that I picked up is this Jimmy Choo by Jimmy Choo Eau de Parfum. And as you can see, this doesn't have the plastic on it. So I've I've already been wearing this one. This is what the bottle looks like, and I do believe this is the 1.7. No, I'm lying. This is the 2 fluid ounce bottle. This is described as a fruity floral fragrance. It does have top notes of pear and sweet Italian orange with middle notes of tiger orchid, but the base notes are of Indonesian patchouli and caramel. And that base caramel note is what sold me. Personally, I love when my fragrances just kind of smell fresh and vibrant when I first spray them, and when they settle and dry down throughout the day, I love when it's just sweet and sexy and just grown, and this gives me exactly that. I have been wearing this offline as well. I will say that I haven't been loving the longevity and the projection of it. It definitely has some projection to it. I will say it's on the lighter end of medium projection. So I do leave somewhat of a trail, just not as much of a trail as I would like. And the longevity of it, I would say I probably get between 3 to 5 hours, and that is with overspraying. If we're basing this solely on the projection or the longevity, I haven't necessarily fallen in love with this. But the fragrance itself and how it's working with my body chemistry, love it. Now these next couple of fragrances are definitely blind buys based off of YouTube, and I'm not proud of it, but you know what I'm saying? What's done is done. So I'm going to take the plastic off of this one. This first one is from Dolce & Gabbana, and it is an eau de toilette. I'm going to insert a sound bite of how you pronounce this.
L'imperatrice.
What I'm not doing is embarrassing myself on Blue Ivy's internet. So let's open this up and see what this is all about. I definitely picked this up because of its MJ here on YouTube. I'll make sure I leave her link in the description box. Again, I'm just not going to embarrass myself pronouncing this because I'm choosing to love myself today. This is categorized as a fruity floral. It has notes of watermelon accord, kiwi, pink cyclamen, as well as sandalwood. So while it has the fruity notes, it also has that sandalwood to kind of round it out and just make it less juvenile, so that way I'm not walking around smelling like love spell. So like I said, this is a blind buy, so let me go ahead and test it out and see if I need to take this back. I have my hyper professional index cards here. That is so good. I definitely get the watermelon and the kiwi, that kind of sourness from the kiwi. Oh, that's so good. I can even smell like a grapefruit and a bit of that sandalwood as it kind of dries down. Oh, this is going to be great for spring and summer, like super, super fresh. This smells amazing, but I will say that I am leery because with it being an eau de toilette, it probably won't have great longevity or projection, but I don't even care. This smells fantastic. And lastly, this fragrance has actually been on my list for quite some time, and Life of Vivi here actually just solidified me going out and purchasing it. I have not tested this one either, so let's go ahead and take the plastic off. So after watching Life of Vivi here on YouTube, I actually picked up this Valentino Born in Roma, which was already on my list, as if I needed any peer pressure. This is what the bottle looks like. Look at this, just the luxury. Valentino is just consistent. Okay, it's giving you studded, matte, fancy luxury goodness. Okay, this is actually categorized as a warm floral, so I'm a little nervous that maybe this won't be really good for spring summer, but this is my money, so I'm gonna wear stuff when I want to wear it. This has key notes of black currant, jasmine, and bourbon vanilla, so I just already know this is going to give me the grown and sexy that I just so desperately deserve. So again, this is very, very similar to my Volve Vicia, but it's a little bit less sweet. Oh, so good. Like, this is a fragrance you spray so delicately behind your ear because you want your man to press up on you and be like, ooh, you smell good. What is that? Like, ooh, yes. This is 100% giving me driver roll up the partition, please, date night vibes. Real grown, real sexy. Like, The answer is yes. So that about wraps up today's luxury inspired and luxury fragrance haul. So make sure you drop down in the comments and let me know if you own any of these fragrances or if you're going to pick them up. Also make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Please be safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.